In a high-scoring first game, Dick Weber, at whom we're looking, is trailing by 2 pins. Working on a spare. Coming up high on the nose, leaving the 6th. Billy, why did that ball come up that high?
Chris, a little something is happening. Dick is so charged up. He's so desirous of victory that now he's starting to rush. And on the last 2 shots, not just that one, he got ahead of the ball and pulled it. If you'll remember, he left the 6th pin in the previous frame also.
Right.
Very lucky to break up splits both times.
Trailing by 3 pins now, as he gets ready to shoot in the 8th frame on the left lane. Winner will meet Mike McGrath. The winner of the next game will then bowl against Dave Davis. And finally, the victor will go against the tournament leader, Earl Anthony. He made the correction, Billy. That baby was rolling.
Yes, you see, that's a tribute to the champion, and that's where experience comes in, Chris. The ability to concentrate under this type of pressure.
Now, with the pressure on, Dick Ritker has a double up. And he comes mighty high in disaster down at the end of the lane. Let's see it from the beginning.
Well, look at it from the beginning. You see the bowler, you see the shot. Now, you'll see the result, too. Now, right there, you see the weight come forward. He gets way too much lift, and you see how sharp it breaks? Almost turns left. It cuts through when this happens, especially with that sharp a finish. 4, 7, 9, 10. Very difficult.
Here's his try. So it's an open frame for Dick Ritker from Hartford, Wisconsin. And Weber, at whom we're looking, leads now by 17 pins. And in bowling, you can't recover, really, after an open. It's just lost. It's gone. But watch him come back. He'll probably have a strike. Billy, bowling is often compared to professional golf. The form of competition and the great ability of the professionals to make few errors.
Yes, it's a consistency game. Now, there he had a slight error in release. You see that pin come funny off the wall? Maybe we can see it. Yes. Now, you see how sharp? That could be a split there. Now, watch his pin. It just lays there. Now, that's funny. He had a little pull at the release, just a slight pull, but the lane is breaking so sharp, remember, in that last 10 feet.
Dick Weber appearing on our ABC Sports telecast for the first time in 2 years since he won in Toledo. Incidentally, it'll be the Toledo tournament next week here on ABC Sports. Billy, would you run down the possibilities here in this first game?
Be happy to, Chris. Dick Weber, bowling his final frame, has a spare up. He's bowling at a 216 clip. There you see it. Now, if he can strike out, he would close out Dick Ritker.
Nearly got that 5.
All right, now, since he didn't, if he makes that spare and strikes, he will have 215. Dick Ritker can still win this game, can defeat Dick Weber by striking out in the 10th. He can make 219. We still could have a tie if he counted bad after making 2 strikes.
He didn't get much of the ball on that 5 pin, I'll tell you. Nevertheless, marking with a spare. Imagine how badly. So it reminds you of Arnold Palmer, who hadn't won and finally did. This man hasn't won on TV for 2 years. A 10-pin. At 2:14 for Dick Weber.
Here we see it on slow motion now. He wanted to strike. He knew he didn't get out of it good. You saw his motion. You saw the hit. 2:14. Dick Ritker needs 2 strikes. Got to have the first one. Then we can talk about the second.
In other words, right now.
If he doesn't strike here, he loses. Okay. He is still alive. Now he got the first one. He's got to get the second one. Dick Ritker needs this strike. Then he's got to count 5 pins.
Oh, the thrill of competition. Which reminds me that we often hear Jim McKay say that as host of Wide World of Sports, and that'll follow our telecast. It's a 3-element show, which we'll tell you more about in a little while. But it's a show that will make your afternoon, wherever you are, more enjoyable.
He's great in the clutch.
As Billy told you, now he needs 5 pins.
Chris, let me tell you something that happened last night. This young man needed 2 strikes in the 10th frame to make the final rounds today. He got the first one. He would not bowl his second one until he knew what his possibilities were. His sponsor passed away. Now, how can a man be that cool under pressure? I marvel at the professional athlete today, especially the young bowler on the tour. He needs this 5 pins on this ball. He's the winner.
All right, congratulations from the loser, Dick Weber, as he was defeated by only 4 pins, 218 to 214 in the very first game. And now it'll be Ritker going against the left-hander from California, Mike McGrath.